Sharing. Thank you for the notification. So the simple question here is, what questions do you have right now, even before we start? So you can take 1 or 2 minutes, just put in those questions, whatever is in your mind. Take the stickies and just jump in and start putting your questions. Is the question clear? Whatever questions you have, even before we start, please go ahead and drop in your questions. You will have probably 2 minutes. No need to write your names. It's okay. Whoever question it is, that's perfectly fine for everyone to be addressed. For those who just joined, I think Anish, you joined back just now. So maybe I'll drop the Jamboard link again. So you can access the Jamboard. The question is, if you have any questions even before we start, you can just populate them on the Jamboard. We have 1 more minute to go. So we will try and see as we go through the session today, how many questions we could answer. And if we have not answered some questions, we'll pick them up at the end. So through the session, whatever questions come to your mind, keep posting them on the Jamboard. We'll come back at the end to see, okay, do a retro to see what all we have answered, what all we still need to answer. Would that be okay with everyone? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we like to do is, you have to excuse me, I'm pretty bad at using my desktop itself. So I'm trying to find where my presentation is. Yes, it is here. Okay, so welcome to this program. It is about establishing a Scrum Master. Before we start with the why and others, we would just like to go through a quick introduction. So this is the core team that has worked extensively on creating the program and contributed a lot to make it happen. So firstly, thank you everyone for collaborating as a group. And to start the introduction quickly, I'm Nivarti Jairam. I'm currently working with Society General, which is a European bank in Bangalore offshore center, as Chief Data Officer. That's in short my introduction. We will know each other more as we go through the program. Who likes to go next?
I'll go next, Nivarti, but I think one thing is that I think what is being shared is in presentation mode, right? So we see.
Okay, sorry.
Yes,
it's better, I'm still learning to operate.
No problem. I think you are good at it, right? Okay, thanks. Right, so my name is Sanjay Gupta. I am in Accenture as an enterprise agile coach and excited to be here. I say something while as a part of the introduction that I have around 25 years plus experience, and I've been saying that for a few years, so you can guess. It's all in your imagination. So a lot of things which I could share and probably learn, right? So my motivation being here is to learn by teaching and sharing experience and learning from your experience as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Okay, so I can go next, Nivarti. My name is Rohan Paule, and I work as an enterprise agile coach for Tenerity. which is a global company spread across the across Europe, UK, India, India and US. Um, and To answer the question why I am here is to learn and co-learn, share whatever knowledge have gained over the years and learn from each one of you, right? And create a path towards Kaizen, that is continuous learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan.
I will go next. Okay, so hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, based on your original location. So my name is Sandeep Mahajan. I have around 15 years of total IT experience, working in Tenacity now as a DevOps lead. Right, so I'm working with Rohan Paule, who is also Agile coach for the Tenacity. I have been in here to learn a lot of things from the Agile. Even though I work in the Agile, but I think learning never stops. And thanks Rohan and Nivarti to give me a chance of this initiative. Looking forward to have great learning from all of you. Thanks.
All right, I'll go next. Hi all, good morning and good evening. I'm Dilip, working for Flatron Solutions as in Scrum Masters. Got an overall experience of 11 years. Here we in Flatrons, we are following Safe Scrum. So that was all on my note. And the interest for joining this group was accidentally I stepped out on Nivarti's video. To be frank, and got to know about each and every individual with the contributions to the industry as well as on the Scrum side, and that's where I landed up. Thanks for that, Nivarti and the team.
Okay, thank you, Dilip. Balwinder, maybe we can start with you. Are you there? Do you see Balwinder?
Balwinder, you're on mute. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Sanjay. So yeah, I was just introducing myself that I'm Balwinder Mangat. I had been residing in the US from last couple. I'm again, as Sanjay, right? I keep saying couple, but it is 17 years. I joined Cognizant back in India and then came on site. I have about 20 years of overall experience. Why I'm here again, to give back to the community. You look into my profile, I keep aside about 10% of my time to volunteer, and that gives me an opportunity to network and learn from others. Otherwise, it becomes difficult to do that in our 8 hours job. The motto which I go by, and I think we will need that through the program, something for you all to ponder about, right? We talk about leadership, so be a leader and a follower and know when to be which. I think it's going to be important, right? Agility in our roles. So something for all of us to ponder about, and very nice to see all the faces, and we had been reading a lot about what you need from the program, and hopefully the team will make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Mahesh, would you like to?
Oh yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahesh Vardarajan. I work with myself and Sanjay. We work together at Accenture as an enterprise agile coach. What brings me here again to sharpen my Scrum Mastery skills by networking with all of you here, sharing some of my experiences or lessons learned, and take away some similar experiences from one or more of you, and make learning a more fun process. So that's why I'm here. And thanks to Nivarti for getting us all together in this platform, without which I believe we won't be here today. Thank you, and looking forward to working with most of you and welcoming you all to the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Vihal, maybe last but not the least.
Hey, hello everyone. This is Vihal Jain here. I'm currently working as Scrum Master, and I'm wearing the Scrum Master hat. I would rather say that in Tenacity, I'm contributing to the agile transformation journey of Tenacity with Rohan and Sandeep. And I would like to thank the entire team, Base Camp, for giving me this opportunity to be part of this workshop, part of this program, and contribute, learn, and this experiential learning. Right, this is a new experience for me. So yeah, definitely, I'm looking forward to it pretty much. Thank you all. Thanks. Thanks, Nivati.
Okay, so why we wanted to do this program, or what made us start off on this journey? Personally, I feel Scrum Master is a very critical role for organizations to not just transform but sustain in the longer run and continue to evolve. And we see that in every year's agile transformation reports that come from different sources, the rate of transformation failing is still not receding despite so many certifications happening and so many new institutes coming up. So what we felt is the core or the foundation for the transformation to happen and sustain in the longer run, we should look at Scrum Masters being more impactful and more inspiring the organization to continuously evolve. So that is the core intent with which we started creating this program. And Rohan, joined me first to kick off that seed in mind, and then Sanjay came in, and so we all came together. If you see our first video, which Dilip highlighted, you would have seen only these 5 faces, and Balwinder reminded us that, boss, you are missing diversity. So we were not conscious of that, so we just jumped the wagon and requested her to be part as well. So that's how we became a core team and a diverse team, not just from a gender perspective, even a location perspective and experience perspective as well. So that was the core intent with which the whole program started. Move Scrum Masters from being impactful to more inspiring the organizations and teams, sustain the transformation in the long run, and continue to build high-performing organizations. So it's not just about coaches, it's more about Scrum Masters to be able to build, sustain high-performing organizations. So that is the vision we have, and that is what forced us or inspired us, motivated us to create this program. Okay, and what are the objectives of this program? Again, one, establish yourself in the role. That means first it's important for us to establish us as individuals in the role, right? And that is when you can establish the role itself. So that is the first important thing. We see in a lot of organizations, when we go, Scrum Master is a 50% role, or Scrum Master is rotated, Scrum Master is a part-time role, or a manager becomes Scrum Master. That means organizations and ourselves as Scrum Masters, we are not able to help them understand the value we bring, the importance of this role. So that is the first objective. Then through that, build and sustain high-performing teams. And last but not the least, as I said, help the teams and organizations continuously evolve. So that is the objective we have from this program. Now, what are the benefits? 360-degree learning. That means we will have a diverse group of experienced people looped in as teams. We will see how that is done. That means there will be a learning opportunity within your team, amongst yourself, and also from our core group who would be part of the journey. Hands-on sessions, there is no theory, no slides apart from this. So you will not have any slide decks. So you will see that everything that we will do will be hands-on. Coaching and mentoring, and we are not calling ourselves experts. I know there are great coaches here. We have, wide experienced people. For example, Hari, I told you, I know him personally. He is leading transformation for ABP for last many years. And he still has come in as a participant. It shows the kind of attitude that he is bringing in, that it is a continuous learning. There is Tarani as well. There is Madhvi Pradhan. There is Balwinder. So you can take many names. There are people who are better coaches than us. So it is a learning opportunity for us also. So it is through coaching and mentoring, whoever has a stronger or expertise in that particular area, they will be coaching us. So we are also participants, we are also coaches, we are also mentors. So everybody in this program will do coaching and mentoring at certain point in time based on the expertise you bring to the table, right? And then through a collective community, we may come up with entirely new tools, new techniques, new frameworks than just going by the books. So that is another benefit. Of course, networking is definitely there. You have a lot of people coming through, and brand building, we will focus on that as well, right? So that is something of an expertise probably some of us bring through. How you can build your brand is also something we will try to bring in as a benefit. As I said, any questions, please keep posting on the Jamboard link. And if somebody doesn't have, who has joined after the session started, maybe one of the collaborators or anyone can just put in the link again, because I will not be able to do it. Okay. Now there are 5 themes in the program. Each theme will have 2 sprints. Okay, which means the first theme is establishing Scrum Master in a new team. That is the theme, right? The second one is serving the team. Third is serving the product owner. Fourth is serving the leadership. The last is serving the organization. So once you have completed all these themes, you would know what role you will play in different contexts, in different scenarios, and what skills and competencies would be required. So this is how we have structured this program, and these are the 5 themes we plan to cover. As we grow through the program, if we feel that there is a need for us to change these, we'll be perfectly okay if that makes sense to everyone. So we are starting with sprint 1, we will evolve, but this is the core idea we are starting off with. Okay, now where to start? What we have done based on the nominations that we received, we have created 4 teams. So that means each team would have 7 to 8 members, or 6 right now based on the nominations. If not everybody who nominated joins, then we may concise it to only 3 teams. So we will be very flexible and agile again. Okay, so dynamic reteaming will happen as we go through. 4 teams to start off. There will be 1 collaborator or mentor assigned from the core committee. That means it will have 8 members or 7 members within the group, and each person will play Scrum Master within the sprint, and we will see how that will be done. Okay. Sprint duration, each sprint will have 2 weeks. Initially we thought we will ask the team, but 3 weeks looks to be pretty long. So we consider it to 2 weeks only. Sprint goals and acceptance criteria we have already defined based on the themes. We will showcase that also. Tools and techniques will be continuously evolving. Okay, and we are also having gamification. Thanks to again Sanjay and Balvinder coming up with this to encourage the competitive spirit in the team. We will see what that gamification is, but there is definitely a gamification in the process. Don't go by the teams. I think we will go through this later once we have seen exactly who all have joined and activated the accounts. But what we intend to form the team with is have diverse experienced people in each team, so that there are people with greater experience, medium experience, and somebody starting new, so that we are not leaving out all the new people in one team. So there is cross diverse experience coming through, so each person can help the other person. Okay, now the expectations that we have, we expect you to be at least spending 4 to 5 hours per week on this program, right? We need 100% commitment from you, because it's not just about your learning, it's also about collaborating and helping others. Collaboration is again one of the expectations that we have. Be proactive, challenge us, challenge yourself, challenge the team. Perfectly okay to come and say what you are saying is nonsense. That's absolutely fine. Nobody is claiming to be an expert here, so everybody is at the same level. So there is no hierarchy here. Be proactive to come and participate, point out, bring out new ideas. So it's all out in the open. Okay, so that's another expectation we have. And what we also need is empathy. Please respect everyone. It doesn't matter somebody is starting off as a Scrum Master, somebody is 20 years into Scrum Master. Everybody is here to learn. So we need to respect and empathize with everybody. Be curious. Don't come with a mindset of I know it all. Right? So be curious about understanding what others are presenting and try to understand what you can learn from that. So these are the minimum expectations that we as a core group have from everyone here in the community. Collaboration tools, you would have got a booklet that I sent. Otherwise, on the learning portal, under the resources tab, there is a welcome booklet. So you can look at it. It's a course handbook, that is the title. Links to all the collaboration tools are on that particular booklet as well. So you can just go ahead and look out for that. There is a Google Drive link, there is a Trello link, there is also the learning portal. You are already logged in. What we request you all is to contribute and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We will host all the videos there. If you are missing some, then you will be able to pick out from there. LinkedIn page, all our updates that we will have on the program will be on this LinkedIn learning page and also on the Facebook page. So please try and be part of those, follow those pages. Okay, so that is something as a community we would request you. Now questions, we will get back to the questions once we complete this exercise. I think the next one would be a small activity that we have planned, and that would be conducted by Rohan, if I am not wrong.
Absolutely right, Nivarti. Thanks. Thank you. So,
Yours.
here I am from Mumbai, folks, and welcome everyone to the program. We are very excited to see everyone together, and with one intention, to continuously improve and learn. So what I would request you is, I've sent a link on the chat window. If you can access that, this is another Jamboard because it's meant for specifically the icebreaker activity. Can you please go to the Jamboard, and if you log in using Gmail account, that will give you a better experience, because one of the activity is going to the internet, taking a snip of the images and pasting it there on the Jamboard. That won't work if you do not log in to Gmail. So can you please confirm to me if you can see the Jamboard, please?
Yes, Rohan.
Right, I'm seeing a lot of people here. That is exciting. Okay, so welcome. This activity is called the Scavenger Hunt. Thanks to Balvinder. She thought of this name and interesting, because we are going to find something and get it all together with our common understanding. What we'll be doing, so I'll be share. If you can see my screen, each member in the group will answer. We'll break out first of all, right? We will break out into 3 or 4 rooms depending on Nivarti will be setting up now and how many people we are. Each group and each member within the group will answer this question: who is a Scrum Master? Right? And this answer should be only one word, in one word. This is a slide. This is slide number 4, which you will see into the Jamboard. Right? You could, as a member of that group, use the sticky note icon here at the left. There will be a sticky note icon in the menu. Use that to add your word on the slide. So someone may say that who is a Scrum Master, right? I've used an example here, a teacher. So a Scrum Master might be teacher. If you see here as an example, in the step 5, a teacher is added, right? As the word 1, it's added over there. So each one of y'all would add your sticky note with the word, right? Each member, and we'll have number of words and sticky notes, the number of people in that group. What should we do next is a volunteer in the group. You can be self-managed, right? A volunteer can come up and say that, hey, let's build a sentence. So the third activity here is with 4 words. Suppose you have 4 words, right? 5 words. With those 5 words, build a sentence. Putting those words together. That is the next activity. And the third is to each member, like a teacher. If you see the fourth, step here, I have gone on Google, search teacher, and these are the various images which were found. Take a snip of that and put it, on your slide. So, something like that. So I'll go actually to the Jamboard, right? And I have put an example slide here. So these are the words from each member. This is a sentence which you will put, and the snips from the internet. And this is a scavenger hunt. You'll be actually relating what a teacher is from internet and putting it here. And be creative. It's not like, we'll have to be really, really very formal about it. Have fun while this activity. Any questions, team?
Yeah,
Is it clear? Okay.
Yeah, Chandru,
So-
go ahead.
yeah, very
Right.
clear.
So, Nivarti,
Each
Yeah.
sorry, each team will get one separate Jamboard, is how?
yeah,
Or
right.
you will
So,
be using the same.
correct. So the Jamboard is the link where you have multiple slides, and from the fourth slide, if you are in a breakout room 1, you can use for the fourth slide, room 1. If you are in the breakout room 2, you will see the breakout room on your on your screen, the number. Then you can
Got
use
it,
the
got it, thanks.
Thank you. That was a nice question.
Rohan, I have a question here at this side. If we are not able to find that relevant picture from the Google, is it okay, or it has to be exact?
It could be anything.
Yeah.
It's perfectly okay. Nothing is a mandate here.
Yeah.
Make it more fun. That's it.
Okay, fine.
This is just
okay.
for making it fun, yeah. So
Yeah. Fine.
Okay, so you will get 10 minutes. So I'm opening the breakout rooms now. So you should get a link or an invite to that.
So whichever room we go, we use that slide. Okay.
Yes. Arjun, did you get the invite?
It was actually showing that the timer also, Sanjay.
Oh.
50 seconds remaining, something like that. So I think in the next minute everyone will be here. Only we have manually came here back. So it's all fine, but I'm just sharing.
Does it auto disconnect and bring us to the main room, is it?
Yes,
No,
yes,
we are
yes.
already in the main room, I believe.
Right now we did it manually, but yeah, everyone will come back here in next minute because it was showing the timer also. I just noticed in the end, in a breakout room, that 50 seconds remaining, something like that.
So Sanjay, I had a quick question since I got in very late because I received the whole Zoom link pretty late. I had a friend of mine who was able to help me get in. Just wanted to know, like, is there any precursor here in terms of I heard people, Nivarti mentioning about learning portal. So is there something that I needed to go ahead and register myself for, or any other precursor here that we had?
No, nothing which you cannot do it still, right? So there is one communication which Nivarti has done, which has all the things which we shared at the beginning of the session today also. It's there in a sense that it has all the information about the objectives, the tools, the registrations, because you would need an access, right? So you will have all the information there.
Okay, so I went ahead and I think a couple of days back I got myself that Google form filled up in terms of registration. Post that, I got this link a bit late, and then I was just trying to understand if there's something that I need to go ahead and fill in so that I'm considered for the next time onwards.
No, you're already there. Don't worry about that. I think we can.
Yeah, correct. You are there. It's my mistake that I didn't have enough time is an excuse, but I didn't really. I assumed that by Tuesday everybody would have registered, and I didn't go back to check.
No. I think I got the whole. I was a bit late in the first place, Nivarti. So that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So you will get the email tomorrow. I'll add you by tomorrow. Okay?
Thanks to Naresh, right? So Naresh works with
Yeah.
And thanks to him.
So I was just contemplating, I think the agenda was what brings us here. For me, it became more importantly, who brings me here.
That's a good one.
Cool. Awesome. So now all of us are here back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you folks again, and we can go through each one of the slides. Can we go with room number 1, breakout room number 1? Any volunteer from breakout room number 1 who wants to express what the conversation in the room?
Yeah, Chandu, I think you can go ahead. Chandu.
Yeah, actually, yes. Okay, thanks, Amanda. Yeah, we had a good discussion on this. Who is the Scrum Master? At last, our team has come up with nice pictures, and the 5 points like change engine, a good listener, and a nurse, and problem solver, and the leader. As together, all we put a sentence, and everyone given the form the sentence. So finally, I'm going to read it. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Is a good leader and change agent who serves like a nurse and help resolve the challenges of a team.
Help us understand a little more about nurse, right? Serves like nurse. What you had in mind? Elaborate a little more.
Geetu, you want to go next? Yeah, I think we can have Geetu talk about it.
Yeah, I'm Geetika.
Geetika.
Yes, actually, I look Scrum Master as a nurse who facilitates all the operation and everything going around in a hospital, and take cares of everyone. And it is not a recognized job, but a nurse is one who is most needed in a hospital, is what I understand.
Very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a very nice analogy.
Yeah.
It will stick with me, Geetika.
Yeah, very
You're
insightful.
welcome.
That's nice.
No metaphor that we learned today. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. That is a beautiful thought process. You folks were able to put together. So let's look at room number 2. And this should go up. Okay, here we go. So I believe Hari, you were going to volunteer for us, right?
Mahesh.
So I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, me, Hari, Deepali, and Vihal, with the guidance of Rohan, did this. We thought Scrum Master is a coach. He is the guardian of the process, okay, and he facilitates the team. He's also a servant leader, and he essentially removes the impediments for the transformation. So we came up with a sentence: the Scrum Master is a coach, so you can read it. Yeah.
Sure. So I can read it out for everyone. Like a Scrum Master is a coach, process expert who facilitates and guides the right direction to the team, enabling them become autonomous, and serves as a leader and removes impediments. So this is what our thought process, and you see Shah Rukh Khan from there, Chak De India. So
Chak De India, but I do have a question, or probably would like to challenge the process expert thing. Can someone explain what that means?
So actually, I think I added a process expert. What was there in my mind was he is the person who guards the process. Like he monitors, he makes sure that we are following it. So
okay,
it actually came out as an expert. Not necessarily be an expert, but he guards it. So
Okay. So guardian could be a better word, Mahesh?
yeah, yes.
Because process
Yeah.
expert sounds something different, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Wonderful.
We'll change it right away.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, it's already changed. Awesome. Process expert and process guardian here. All right, Nivarti, thanks for pointing this out. And it was a fun activity for room number 2 again. So
Yeah.
let's go to room number 3. Yeah.
Room number 3.
Awesome.
Anish, you want to pick up, or I think we have Sachin also. Any one of you guys? Yeah.
Sure,
Feel free.
Sanjay, I can go. That is fine. So yeah, some of the words are self-explanatory, and we are all aware. Servant leader, protector for team, shield, that's from me, and mentor. The good analogy we received is mother, and the last one was savior. I really like the mother whoever used. I'm not sure who used that, but yeah. And the sentence we created was Scrum Master as a mother who serves, protects, and the savior for the kids, or we can say team. So that's a really good one.
So Anish is already picking up on Nivarti and Sanjay's mind, and they are going to ask me why mother. So yeah, whomever wrote mother, please explain.
Yeah.
So here, okay. So I mean, just to create a little bit of thought process and fun, I added that, right? So
Okay.
right. So I mean, we were 4. I don't know whether 4 was good enough to create a good enough sentence, so I added that as well, right? So I think many qualities, right? I mean, I will not say all the qualities, but many of the qualities the Scrum Master probably would need to have is the mother's qualities, right? So it's like selfless, meaning that, okay, yeah, you might have a tough love also as a quality, in a sense that mother can, for the kids' benefit, can sacrifice, at the same time can push them, in a sense that for the right reason, right, and can serve them, protect them, right? So I think a lot of qualities of mother could be good quality for a Scrum Master also. So that was the thought.
Yep. Yeah.
With that, Sanjay, totally.
Yeah, okay. So now that's awesome. You know,
Nice one, Sanjay.
this was something unique.
Being
That's
selfless
perfect.
aspect
How-
does make sense, Sanjay.
Sanjay,
So I think if we can remember the nurse and the mother, it will be
Mother more.
more fruitful. It will
Yeah.
go a long way. Yeah, than the other words which we already see in the books and definitions and all. So I think people are thinking like outside of the box, and that's what we need. Yeah, awesome.
Just one question. Protector is again. I normally play the role of a challenger in the team, so I'm used to that. So when you say protector, what does that mean, please?
Yeah, so I added that, and it's like kind of a shield, from the external, noise. Team should not be hindered with that explained goal. So that's what we thought was the person should work as a shield for the team. And there are many external entities that is definitely going to hinder them, and we need to protect them as a Scrum Master. So that's what I thought of.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move.
Okay, cool, awesome. So now, room number 4. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll take the lead here. So our team also came up with the very exciting, I would say, synonyms for the Scrum Master. So one of them is a facilitator, because I think being a facilitator, you have the responsibility of giving a voice to each of your team members. If that is taken care of, I think your team will be very happy, because the first part is they'll feel they are heard, and there is also mention about being a caretaker, because that also shows the empathetic side of the servant leader here. So it shows that he person, I mean, I would not like to just be specific to he. So he or she should be there for the team whenever the need is, and also on the personal front sometimes manage their emotions as well. because I think as a leader nowadays, it's our responsibility to actually keep the team motivated and happy. So caretaker very effectively takes care of that part, and being an all-rounder is like wearing multiple hats as the need comes. So I think that was also a very creative word that I liked. Whoever wants to take the credit, because I don't know who that person was who came up with this word. And then impediment remover, as we already discussed, I mean, just get on with it as and when you see your team is stuck. And being a coach, we already discussed about being a guardian to the process, helping the team in the right direction, and wherever you see that things are not being right, being a shepherd to the team, just bring them on the right note. Yeah, so that's it. And Kapil Dev, I think it just improves the whole picture here. Was it you who put Kapil Dev here?
Yeah, so yeah, you helped the team win the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Right, so that's wonderful.
So I have a question, Geetu. Sorry, Geetu, right?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. When you say all-rounder, are you expecting Scrum Master to also play other roles, like maybe partial product management and as a developer? Are you expecting that when you say all-rounder?
So yeah, in a way, when the team needs you, I mean, if you have the skills, why not? Because I have been in a position where I try to contribute to the testing side, like always being involved on the beta testing and getting to know the product functionally as well. And it also sometimes helps your team meet the sprint goals. I mean, if you have the skills, why not? If your product owner is on leave and you have to bridge that gap, it won't hurt. It will, it will be very beneficial for the team if you can bridge that gap for a while. But I'm not at all saying that we should give the role of a product owner to the Scrum Master, because they are, of course, totally opposite. So that was the whole idea. Whenever your team needs, you just be there in whatever capacity you can help them.
Okay.
Thanks, Geetu. That was the intent with I put it there. So it's all about, even if you have to serve coffee, you should not shy away.
Right.
If that helps the team.
All right, fantastic. So, I believe we are done with the activity, Nivarti. There is no room 5, so you can all over and out to you.
You can stop sharing. I take the control back, and
there you go.
Yes. So now we'll talk about program cadence, and Vihal, you can do the honors, please.
Sure, Nivarti. Thank you. Right. Yeah, right. So this cadence, what you all see here is it's an indicative one. It's not we have to stick to this. The only thing which we thought would work better is, we start the sprint on a Saturday. So if you can see, the sprint planning starts on 17th Saturday and end the sprint on the Friday. It's a 2-week sprint. So at the end of the second week, Friday, we end the sprint. We have our sprint review and sprint retrospective on that day. Right. Apart from that, it will be up to the team to self-manage how they want to actually run the sprint. The daily scrums and the backlog refinements are totally at the team's disposal, and they're totally on the need basis, so how they want to have it. If they want to have it daily, then also it's totally fine. If they want to have just once or twice in a week, then also it works totally fine. Yeah, so the only thing being, we start the sprint on Saturday and end the sprint on a Friday. So that, yeah. And this is our detailed dates about our different sprints. We have our kickoff today, 17th July. Next Saturday is when our next Saturday is when our first sprint is going to start. Nivarti, can you please go up a bit? Can you scroll up? Is
it visible? No.
No.
It is visible.
Can you scroll up? I want to go to the calendar.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. Since from today to the sprint planning day, we still have 1 week, right? So the team can utilize this week to catch up for a backlog refinement session. We want to, if we want to prepare for our first sprint planning, get our backlog ready. So it's totally up to the team if they want to catch up. So that can be that decision can be collectively taken within the team. So yeah, that's what I wanted to add here. And yeah, we already saw that sprint schedule for the different sprints. So yeah, 17 July is when we start our first sprint. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks.
We
Thanks.
wanted to give an indication of how long it will run, so you can have that visibility. And then, as Vihal mentioned, we want to keep the sprint planning and retro fixed so that we all can sync up back as teams. And within that sprint timeline, it's up to the sprint teams absolutely to define how they want to collaborate and what they want to do to meet the acceptance criteria. Okay, so that's as far as.
Yeah, and we end with right. I mean, if you want to just show that slide again, I was just saying that we end with the celebration, right? And celebration is on 4th of December. That's my birthday, right? So please, everybody join in, right? So,
and
I don't know, something which I just saw that
question for all of us. So Sanjay takes us out. If anybody can join in Bangalore.
Yeah. Okay. I give that, right? So if you are in Bangalore, please join me, or we will have a virtual party, right? It's like if we are out of COVID, I think we'll have a in-person party. Else, we'll have a virtual party.
Cake we need. Thanks for the heads up. We'll get a ticket done for Bangalore.
Okay, wonderful.
I think I cannot talk, guys. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Sanjay. Thanks for letting us know that. Okay, we are ending on your birthday.
Yes. So that date doesn't change, right? So everything else can change, but that doesn't change.
That we will not let it change.
Deployment date.
So, the next item on the agenda is about gamification. Maybe Sanjay and Balvinder, you can talk us through the existing games part that you have bringing in.
That's right. So I don't know, Navati, if you have anything to share, or we just
you can just talk through.
Okay, fair enough, right? So we thought that one thing which is always important to bring in is a fun and a bit of competition as well, right? So a combination of that happens in games, right? All of us have played games. Games have fun and games have competition as well, right? So that was the intent of gamifying the learning, right? I mean, the objective of this program is that we learn, right? So we kind of gamified that, right? So what we would have is that each team, right? So each sprint, consider each sprint as a game, right? So it's like I played 10 games. And I'm playing, it's like a golf, right? So golf, you don't play with other, you play with yourself, but then at the same time you are playing with others also, right? So here also game is like that, right? So you play a sprint game, and we will ask you yourself to assess yourself as an individual, as a team, and we will have peer team also assessing yourself based on what you create at the end of the sprint. So some of these simple scoring mechanisms will be there to come out with a score, right? So every sprint you will have around 100 points to score. So if you do exceptionally well, you get 100 points, right? It's like that, right? So that is what will be the score, and then you will have an opportunity to go beyond what you are probably expected to do in the sprint and achieve bonus points also, right? So we'll have a 20 bonus points also. There we will have it's like Nivarti and some of us as a core team will align, or will kind of give you the bonus point if you present something that you've gone beyond something, and then it's like you've done something great outside of what you were expected to achieve, right? So that's there, and every team will collect that. Once you achieve 500 points, you get a bronze medal, you get 700 point silver medal, 900 point gold medal, and then if you go 10 sprints beyond 1000, I think you are a diamond team, right? So that's the game, right? Balvinder, you want to add about the
Sure.
assessment?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So as Vihal was mentioning, right, that we are going to be self-managing teams. So we are going to leave it to the team to decide how many times they want to meet. But for us to go through the gamification process, obviously we need to at least, we are just recommending that, probably we'll meet 3 times a week, so that makes it 6 times in the sprint, or, 4 or 6, we decide. And then there'll be 2 times in a sprint where we'll be checking in, right? Maybe the start of the sprint will call a couple days into the sprint, and by the end of the sprint, right? Start of the sprint will be more for individuals and the teams to evaluate themselves. End of the sprint would be for the coaches and the peers and the mentors to kick in and then give feedback. And so the process repeats, right? So one thing which we have learned from the feedback you have provided in the nomination form is that everybody is here to learn. So this is one way for us to share ideas across teams and hear the feedback from the coaches and the experts, and then see how we can improve on sprint on sprint. Right? So this will be a quantitative way also to share where we started, where we ended, and kind of do a continuous improvement as we do in DevOps. So that's the idea, and we'll get like more information about the points. And I think Sanjay already touched based on 100 point is what max per sprint we are going to gain. So it's going to be exciting, and of course coaches will lead us in, and you have ideas. We'll play more games in the sprints, right? This is gamification on the points, but then there'll be more games. So come up with innovative ideas, what you have used in your projects, programs, and make it fun while learning, and then we'll remember the nurses and the mothers, right? Yeah. So that's the idea, thinking a little bit beyond than day to day. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you both of you. And now we move to the next section on the themes. Maybe Mahesh, we don't have Sandeep here, probably I can help you as well. So Mahesh, you can start. I'm sharing the screen with the Trello board.
All right. I think there are 5 themes that have been identified to begin with. The first one is establishing oneself in the new team as a member. I'm sure most of us as a Scrum Master, who has been through the journey ourselves, would have had this experience on how do we start well, because we all know that all that begins well ends well as well. So every minute and every day counts as we get into the journey. And in order to set oneself for success, how do we establish a great start, right? A great beginning right from our entry point. The second theme is all around establishing the Scrum Master role in the new team. Nivarti, is that a duplicate or something, these two?
No, it's not. Okay, so just to clarify, first is establishing yourself as a team member. That means you may not specifically showcase your Scrum Master capabilities, how to cohesively be included first as a member of the team. If you go and start showing your supremacy or your skills as a Scrum Master right away from the start, we felt possibly it may feel like you are kind of looked at as an outsider or somebody from the leadership side coming in. So how do you start establishing as a member of the team, as a part of the group? And then second is how you establish the role of Scrum Master within the team. So that is the difference in the first sprint goal and the second sprint goal.
And both will come under the same theme, right?
Yes, establishing Scrum Master in a new team. That is
Correct.
the first theme within which these two would come through. And third one, see, this is again serving the team. So serving the team is the theme. Within this, again, we have 2 sprints. Serving the team to build a high performance team. Second is serving the team to sustain high performance. So first is build them, give them enough capabilities, equip them, enable them to be high performing. But then how you develop the continuous learning culture in the team so that they sustain the high performance. So that is on the second theme. Yeah, Mahesh, probably you can talk about the third one.
Sure. So, as you all know, this is all well captured from the Scrum Guide. So, serves the team is done. Now we move on to, in the next 2 sprints, serving the PO. So, serving the PO to help the team deliver value consistently, and serving the PO to help the team to continuously evolve and excel, right? In a way, you could say that we first meet expectations in terms of being able to deliver value predictably as a team, which is one of the minimum expectations of any given agile team. Then the second one comes on to, are we just meeting expectations, or we as a team in the relentless improvement mindset, we challenge our own status quo, where we go over and beyond and exceed our own bar every time, right? Instead of somebody coming and saying, hey, I think you can do better, we challenge our own selves and exceed expectations. And the last 2, I think, is around serving the leadership, of course, the next 2 sprints. So here, serving the leadership to help the team become autonomous, and serving the leadership to help the team become self-managing. I think the first one, most of you might be aware that creating a self-organizing team, a self-managing team is one of the major focus areas for a Scrum Master. In fact, I had one of my mentors who used to tell me, if you are a high-performing Scrum Master, how do you make yourself redundant in that role? Is yet another traits or attributes of a good Scrum Master or a great Scrum Master. I think these 2 topics are more on those lines, where we don't become the barrier of the team. We are just there to guide, help, but the team is on its own in the long run, right? You can say it's like the robotic setup where things are on the self-sustaining manner. Nivarti, would you like to do the last 2?
Yes. And that's why I asked that question. When you start protecting the team, you create a sense of dependence on ourselves as Scrum Masters. So that's why I asked that question, what do you mean by protecting the team? You can enable the team to fight off the outside influence, but protecting is a question mark to creating your own dependence. So that's why. Last 2 things, 2 sprints, again, serving the organization. We essentially limit the Scrum Master role to the team, but that should not be the case. Scrum Masters as a community, when you start developing yourself and you start looking at going beyond the purview of your team, you start ending up helping the organization create the capabilities that will help them to be becoming high performing. So that is one sprint goal. And the last one is how you can help organization to become a continuously learning organization. So that is, again, to sustain high performance, you have to continuously learn and evolve. And how do we do that? That means scaling up the culture of continuous improvement from a team level to an organization level, and how you as a Scrum Master can enable and equip the organization to actually accomplish that. So that is the outcome we are looking for from these 2 sprints. Okay, and when we come, sorry, just one moment. So if we come to the first 2 sprints, we have, again, we are following our own sprint model as well. So we could actually come in and create the acceptance criteria for sprint 1 and 2. But if you look at sprint 1, the acceptance criteria, what is expected from all of us when we are running this sprint. So at the end of the sprint, I know that this sprint is done when I can provide evidence of developing trust and credibility within the team and fulfilling the trust equation components. That means, which is the team? That is your team or our team that we are part of. Each one of us has to come out and tell very clearly what tools you used or what techniques you used, what frameworks you used to actually develop trust, because we are all new team forming together. So what each of us does to develop that trust. So that is the first acceptance criteria. Second, I know this is done when I can share my observations, reflections on my team in these aspects: personality, skill set gaps, behavior patterns, beliefs, process gaps. Which means we are observing each other, we are improving our ability to be present, be actively listening to each other, understanding each other, and have the transparency and vulnerability to be able to express our feedback. But remember, constructively. That means you need to be empathetic and use techniques which are more constructive to give that feedback and share the observations. Last one, I know this is done when I can share evidence of my understanding of the product, project, vision and goals. So as a team, what we are trying to accomplish, if you are able to share that clearly with all the people at the end of the sprint, then you would have met this particular sprint goal. So these are the 3 acceptance criteria. Now each of you can work with the coaches, mentors, experts within the team, take help, collaborate, and come out with your own ways of accomplishing this. Which means by the end of one sprint, we would at least have 6 different ways of achieving trust. We would have 6 different ways of understanding how to observe, how to share feedback, how to understand various behavior patterns. All those elements will be visible, not just for one person. Then 6 unique perspectives would be visible within the team for each sprint. So that's how we are trying to make it more of a experiential learning process and making it more reflective in the journey. So we are not going to share any slide decks within the sprint, no theory coming through. It's all about doing it and then trying to express how you are doing it.
Just to add to that, Nivarthi, gamification, right? So by the end of the sprint, we would also request each team to record themselves, right, or a setting in which they were working. And, that will be something which we can share across the teams, because not everybody is going to be part of every other team. And so everybody gets to see how the workings of the team. You can analyze your own behavior or improvement points, right? So it's soft skills plus how we run the team, plus how can we learn from other teams, right? So it's a combined experience of 20-25 people working together.
Absolutely. So everything that we do will be recorded in the session, so that can help others to reflect back and also learn from your experience, so that we don't leave what is done in one team within that team. So if they are doing great, we learn from that. If they are not doing great, we'll still learn from that. Either we'll learn what to do better, either we will learn what not to be done, right? So it's still a learning, and that's what we are looking for. So let's not have any kind of resistance or it will be within this team, right? So it's absolutely fine, and it's all about learning, and we are starting from zero. At least we will strive, because there are our own biases with the experience we got. So we will try to get rid of those biases, and we are open to challenge, so that everybody gets their voices heard.
That's right. So I think Nivarthi, you talked about beginner's mind, right? So I think that is something which we all strive to have. I just wanted to add one quote. I think I was kind of wanting to summarize, I think, Balwinder, what you said also, right? So I don't know, there is a quote from Chinese philosopher, right, Confucius, and he mentions that, okay, there are three ways to learn wisdom, right? One is by imitating somebody, right? So that's the easiest way, right? So somebody is doing good, you imitate that, you learn, right? Second is by reflection, right? So you reflect on your whatever has happened and you learn through that, right? And the third one is by experience, right? So the first is probably the easiest, second is noblest, he says that, and the third is the bitterest, right? The most difficult is by your own experience, right? So we'll provide opportunity for all of you to learn through all of these, right? So you will have opportunity to learn from others by imitating, learn from your self-reflection as well by collaborating and reflecting on, and then you will learn from experience as well, right? So it's a 360-degree learning and 360-degree fun, right? So that's what we are proposing to have.
Okay,
just wanted to add one more thing over here.
Yes.
And I've been hearing this in our group only, right? So when a student is ready, the teacher emerges, right? And that is so true. I've been learning from Nivarthi, Sanjay, Balwinder, Mahesh, Vihal, Sandeep, everyone, who's talking, and we form this program together, right? And there will be opportunity where my teachers have emerged in terms of you people joining in now, and I'm going to learn from you as well, all in this call. So that's so beautiful, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and we will share those videos so you understand how unstructured we all have been to reach this point, right? So you can see from our own experience to understand, okay, what all we went through, what all challenges we faced, and we are open to share that we have recorded everything what we did to get here. So we'll put those recordings as well, so you understand the method behind this madness, what we did. Okay, and we are open to scrutiny from that point of view as well. Okay, now I think we will skip few of the things that we had in mind. We'll first go through the questions and come back and start with the next steps, if that's okay. So I'm just sharing my screen so that we look at the questions part. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah. Okay, so what inspired you to start this initiative? I think we covered this definitely, right?
Yeah.
If we have not, please let us know. We are happy to do that again. What is the purpose of this program? We covered that as well. How long this engagement is going to be? That's also clearly reflected. Now, okay, how are we going to have a Scrum team to work with? I think we told that as well. So we covered on the teams. Who will be part of which team? That we will let you know based on the numbers today. How often we are going to meet? I think we talked about that as well. So what is fixed is the sprint planning and the sprint retro, and within that, each team is able to freely meet as per their convenience. Are we going to share ways, techniques to connect with Scrum team from people management point of view? That's again, it's part of everything we do as a Scrum Master. So we manage people not directly, but manage their expectations, manage their emotions, manage their understanding, manage their perspectives. So it should come through in various sprints, not just one sprint. So this is another one. Thank you for including me. Okay, thank you for participating and expressing your interest to be part of the group. So that's from our side. Need to know the universe of Scrum Master. He, she is person who does a lot. I think once you go through this whole journey, you definitely should have covered the universe. If there are any constellations that are missed, we would be happy to cover them. Okay, so that's on that. Knowledge base we should have for this program. As you see that we have kind of clubbed people with different experience. You would get knowledge. If you have knowledge, do share. If you don't have knowledge, you have 360 degrees to learn. Right? So there is no expectation. Anybody from ground zero or anybody who claims to be an expert can participate and contribute in the program. That's how we have tried to design this. Okay.
Yeah, Nivarti, one thing which I would add, I think we have that learning platform, right? And that is a great platform, and there is a storage of knowledge, right? So as we learn through, as we go through, there are things which we would create, co-create. All of that could become a part of our shared knowledge, right? So I think we will create knowledge, right, together, right?
Absolutely.
And we all come from varied experience. There is so much we can share with each other. We all can bring that for learning and sharing.
Yeah. Thanks, Sanjay. What do we want to achieve together? Lesser failures in agile transformation, at least after we are done and we start practicing things in the real life. So that's what we want to achieve together. And anybody wants to add anything to that, we are quite open. Are we going to discuss agile transformation also? I think, Sanjay, it should fall through as part of the whole exercise, right?
Yeah, I think it'll trickle through those all 5 themes, and especially probably during the last 2 themes, right? When we talk about leadership and serving the organization, definitely it will be part of that, right? So, but earlier themes also would have something which we can touch upon as well.
Okay.
And also, I think when the teams share their experiences, please feel free to go through your own journey, right? Talk about obviously keeping, you can share only the public information about your programs and projects, right? But give a background of from where you are coming, what challenges you are facing in relation to the themes which we are going to discuss, right? I think a lot more will come out of that exercise.
Absolutely, Balwant. So we have seen the questions, but there are any pressing questions that anyone wants to still ask? No questions? That means we have done a great job. No? Yes, Geetu, please.
Whatever you explained as the format that we are going to follow, is it documented somewhere? I think I missed out a bit of it in the initial and also the gamification. So I just wanted to be sure that I understood it correctly.
Okay. So definitely yes. So I'm sharing my screen again. So I'm sure you have gone to the learning platform, right?
Yes, of course.
So on the learning platform, you have resources tab here. Right. So once you click the resources, I think
this is Nivarti, this is a facilitator view. So we will not be seeing this. Shall I share the screen?
Yes. So I just want to highlight the man behind the learning platform is Mahesh. He is the technology expert and he is the man giving us and helping us with the platform. So all credit to him for what we are seeing or what we will use.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the application. I think this is zoomed out. Where you want to go? You want to see the resources, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so there are 2 sections, books and handouts.
So on the handout, so there is a course handbook, Geetu. Yes, so you can download this. All the information that we spoke is here. What I will do, the presentation that we use today, post the event, I will upload the presentation as well here. So you can download the presentation also to get more information from that. but otherwise most of the information is here. We will keep adding the resources as we go through the program, and we get more inputs from you, more frameworks or more tools or techniques or any templates we get, we'll keep adding here.
Yeah, and one more thing, Gitu, I think you are talking about the tools which we are going to use. So in that template which we were just showing, it has links to everything, right? Links to Slack if you want to use, links to Jamboard if you want to use, right? Links to all the other tools. So it's all there in one place, and there are links provided. And again, once the coaches are there in those teams, once we form the team, they have all the information about what tools which we'll be using, or if you have something else to be shared, all of that. So coaches will be there as part of the team, and that's the whole reason. So but most of the information is already there in the Scrum Master guide over here. You see on the left top, course handbook. So it has all the links to all the tools as well. Google Drive, Jamboard, Trello, everything. And the coaches will be there to guide us.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Mahesh, you can stop sharing, I think. Okay, as next steps, we would request you all to join the Slack channel. It is, again, link is in the handbook. Please join the Slack. What we will do is we will create individual team channels within that. So all communications would happen through that. I used WhatsApp for the first connect so that people normally don't look at Slack essentially, but WhatsApp is something we all use day in, day out. But we would not use WhatsApp regularly. We will use Slack more. So please log into Slack, register yourself. Again, YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. LinkedIn page, if you have not followed yet, please go ahead and follow the LinkedIn page and also the Facebook page. On the next steps, by tomorrow or max day after, we will publish the list of teams and also create the channels, and coaches and mentors also will be nominated based on that. So once you get the information, we as initial collaborators will initiate the first meeting before the 17th of July, so that we as a team connect with each other and at least create that initial bonding. And 17th we will have the next session together, at least for first half an hour, connect as a group, and then individually move into sprint planning in the breakout rooms. Those are our next steps. Sanjay or anyone wants to add anything?
No, I think we are good. We'll explain.
Okay, wonderful.
Any question anyone has, right? I mean, do we all have a clarity about the next steps, right?
So I think the immediate next step is the teams are going to be formed, and the coaches will get in touch with the team, and then we'll start from there. I think that is like the immediate thing we are going to do.
Absolutely. I think
just hold on for that before 17th.
Yes.
Wonderful. So maybe if everybody can switch on their videos, we can take a quick snap of this as well.
Okay.
So actually I joined late, but I got a glimpse of the program. So if anything is there, we'll definitely connect back.
Sorry, I can see Voice of the Public, which is a great name, but if you can announce your name, it would be wonderful.
Yeah, this is Srini from Mumbai.
Okay, nice, Srini. So thanks for joining again. You will have the recording. We will share the recording with you and you can watch it there.
Nivarti, do we have to do some gestures or something, right? I mean, thumbs up or
right.
whatever, right? I don't know.
Usually the photos are like, people are this.
Yeah, it's like, it's 10
Let us
o'clock
say,
in the
okay, 1, 2, 3
evening
and
also,
go for
night
it.
also, we are all excited, right? So let's
Be the craziest version of yourself. Right?
Craziest version? No.
All right.
I don't know. It's
Count
like,
of 3, right? Nivarti. So
Balvinder, that's crazy.
1, 2, 3, go for it. Yeah.
Yay!
Wonderful. Okay.
Wonderful. So again, as we go with the feedback always, right? Fast feedback is what we look for. I hope everybody knows Fist of 5. Anyone who doesn't know Fist of 5? Okay, let me just explain. So Fist of 5 is a famous technique we use in Agile for feedback. which means we all have our fist closed at once, and once we say 1 2 3 go, we open it. So 5 is the best, 0 is the least, of course, right? So it's, and whatever you think is right is perfectly okay. The question we have is, how did we do as a team together for the first kickoff session, right? So that's the feedback we want as a group, so that we know where we stand, correct? So maybe,
and nobody will be contacted if they say they keep the fist closed. So that's welcome.
we will ask them here, it's okay, you can let us know what could be better, so that
Yes.
we understand, right? So if
Yes,
you are
yes.
saying 0, perfectly okay,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine, that's your view, we respect that, but we would like to know, yes, what could make it better, right? That's how we look at it.
Nivarti, I think we want everyone's video to be switched on for this thing.
Yes, please, just 1 minute if you can switch on your videos if you are comfortable again, or you can put it on chat if you can't. It's perfectly okay. We understand if you are in a situation you can't switch on the video. Put it out in chat, we will still take that. Okay? Okay. On a count of 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Wonderful. Okay. Great. I see a couple of 4s. Yes, Dharani, if you can help us. What could we do to make it 5, please?
No, just something like we didn't meet, like, right? This is the first meeting. Like, it could have been better, like, if we their intro and then get introduced to each other.
Okay, great. Thank you. We didn't put that, I'm not justifying, but the intent was to have that done within the teams and possibly give as much information possible in the first session, and then explore that into the teams to introduce themselves. Yeah, but we take your point. And Gitika, you also given 4. If you can help us, what could have made it 5, please?
Yes, the first point was to introduce, like we put the questions on the Jamboard, we could have introduced ourselves there.
Okay.
And the second thing, like just a mail, like what is expected agenda of this meeting. I was like, I took it on a mobile,
Okay.
so I was not aware like how it's going.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think we could have set the expectations right, so that you are on the laptop or probably a Mac, whatever works for you. Okay, thank you for that. I think we overshot the time by 6 minutes.
We had Chandru also said 4. Chandru, any point which you have?
Yeah,
I think Dharani and both are covered. That's what I also expect. So first we have to set the stage, as we are right. We as a Scrum Masters, Agile coach, first we'll set the stage. So that it is missing. That's what. The second thing we know. So as a member, how to start, we know each other to start. That collaboration we have to make to know each other, the second thing. And the third thing, the technology, what he has mentioned, right? Some of them could join mobile, so that is not helpful and handy how to browse it. That's the third thing. And the fourth thing is what I felt, right? The agenda, what we are going to discuss, the agenda. So usually if you go for a meeting, right, what we are going to discuss. Okay, right, what I'm saying. See, if you're going for a meeting, we know some people come with the expectations what we are going to discuss. So that it's missing. So it's my point of view.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Thank you, Chandru.
Respect that.
And Nivarti, I think we were one because of we are short of time, but we had an activity to even name the teams in breakout rooms, giving an opportunity for teams to interact. But again, we can do that later. But that there was like another fun activity which we wanted to name the teams and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I think we'll do that after the intro once we send the teams together.
Yes.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks a lot.
Nivarti, before we wrap up, just a quick question. I had this one question, Nivarti, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to see. I mean, is it possible still if we could have our peers joining us, because I think the strength was for 30 people, right?
If anybody wants to join, we are open. And as I say, there is no cutoff for this. You can see that each are individual sprints, right? So if somebody wants to join in between, perfectly fine. They would have missed some sprint. That's okay. They can see the recordings and probably learn from that.
Yeah, but I thought we are keeping a tab for 30 members, right?
No, we are still. It's okay. It's all about managing. Being agile. That's why I said we will be teaming and reteaming dynamically. So
yeah,
perfect. Yeah, thank you, Nivarti for
okay.
that.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I think we are almost getting there. We'll connect.
Yes.
With you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks for your feedback, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.